Like consider, I ask my clients, every one of my clients, to read 30 books in 1 year. This collection of 30 books that will change their life. Most of the people that you see on there that are running Facebook ads, they've not read 30 books in their whole life. I'm asking you to read 30 books in a year. I'm asking you to put in some level of work. So again, when you get to that end goal and you've done the work, you're going to look like a superhero compared to these other people.
Because that's the thing. If you said improvement, people go, "No, that sounds like work." But
Yeah.
victimization, that gives them an excuse to stay where they are. That's a justification to say, "Well, I'm being held down by this guy." It's like you're saying, it's holding that story that lets them stay where they are. And could you then use the concept? I know you talk about the local celebrity in your coaching. Could I then use that concept, the local celebrity of the podcast, to kind of facilitate that movement to find my tribe of guys that want to do
Yeah.
that?
It's interesting because you brought up local celebrity, and that is in our marketing. What local celebrity means is like, so let's just say really famous people would be like The Rock, Justin Bieber, like Justin Timberlake, like really famous people that are way up here. Kim Kardashian, they're like 10 out of 10 famous. And then down at the bottom is like the janitor at the school. He's 0 out of 10 famous, right? He doesn't have any social media, whatever. I want you to get to like a 2 or a 3. Like there's this mid-tier level of fame that didn't exist 25 years ago. You were either like Tom Cruise or you were nobody, right? And there's this way to be famous at like a 5 that didn't exist anymore because of social media. So that would be like Aiden Ross or Patrick Bet-David. These are guys that are like famous in certain circles, but they're not incredibly famous, right?
Mhm.
Drake is like super famous to a lot of people, but there's like this mid-tier level of fame. You're like a backup point guard in the NBA, or you're a streamer, or you're like a goalie on a soccer team or something like that. There's this mid-tier level of fame. Just below that is what I would consider local celebrity. So local celebrity means this: when you go out in Glasgow, every single restaurant owner knows your face.